Welcome to this week's Technology Thursday. I'm the Vice President of Precision Ag with C&B Operations, Jeff Buyck. And it may be April, but there's still snow on the ground. So we can't really get in the field just quite yet in some of our trade areas. But there's some things that we can do prior to heading to the field with the tractor and the planter or the seeder to get ready for the season. And some of that starts right here with our John Deere Gator. We can simply hook up John Deere's Precision Ag components onto this Gator using a universal harness. You can get a mobile mapping harness through John Deere Parts, you can get it through Ag Express, or we have a custom wiring solution at our C&B Support Center where we can tailor make anything to your ATV or other side-by-side that you may have in your operation. Our new John Deere 825R Gators actually come Green Star ready, so we can hook the display and the receiver right into the unit. So some of the reasons you may want to go out to the field this spring with your Gator or side-by-side or four-wheeler is to mark boundaries in the field. And some of the benefits with boundaries is field location, so your display automatically knows if you're in the field or not. With the new Gen 4 displays, you can create a guidance line for your tractor based off the boundary all the way around the field. So it makes that first pass nice and straight, and it makes it easy to do, right? So you don't have to worry about running into the grass or to the fence post or the highline pole as you move around the field. Some of the other things it does for us is we can go around and mark intakes in the field. For instance, you have infield drainage, or if you want to mark the power line going out to your center pivot, and that allows us to then know that that's an area we don't want to till, that we don't want to apply, for an example. Or for intakes, we like to leave a 10-foot circle so that when we drive over it with the corn planter, it turns those rows off. Makes it easy to find come harvest time for that combine operator. The other thing that it allows us to do is turn automation. So if you have a 2630 display, you have iTech Pro, or at the new Gen 4 display, you have auto track turn automation. So that machine comes to the headland, it'll automatically lift the implement, control anything electronic essentially on that tractor, make a nice light bulb style corner, and go back through the field all hands free. So a lot of great things that can happen when we define the boundary of the field or we need to mark certain features out in your field. So the way that we do that, we put the Starfire receiver up on top of the cab. We have a lot of different mounting solutions that you can get through parts or we've had custom made over the years, so we've got a couple good blueprints to use. Highly recommend that you use an RTK receiver so that your guidance line or your boundary or your feature that you want to mark in the field never moves. It's always in one spot. In terms of harnessing, typically run down the post. I like to coil the harnessing up underneath the hood of the Gator, and we actually just notched a little corner out in this hood to sneak the harness in here so it's all nice and concealed underneath our Gator hood. Next, we'll take a look inside the cab. So inside the Gator cab here, I have John Deere's 4240 display. It is a dust-proof display and water resistant, so it's great for bouncing around in the field for dusty conditions. Sometimes if you don't have a fully enclosed cab, it's great for that. It's a very durable display. You can see that it also has the Gator up here on the cab, so you just want to double check to make sure that no matter where you put the Starfire receiver on top, that your offsets are set up correctly so that you, wherever that receiver goes is where the boundary of the field is going to go. And you'll see the purple lines or the magenta lines here on the screen define our field boundaries. We can also set up the screen so we can put flags in there as well. So if you want to drive over a tile line, you can create a line flag. If you want to mark an intake, you can use a point flag. Or if you wanted to find an area of the field that maybe you're seeing some weeds coming up already, before you get out there, we can do an area flag and define weeds in the field. So the 4240 display coupled with an RTK receiver is a really good solution going to the field this spring. Contact any one of our C&B locations for more information on equipping your Gator with John Deere's Precision Ag products. With this week's Technology Thursday, I'm the Vice President of Precision Ag, Jeff Buyck, with C&B Operations, committed to being your dealer of choice.